Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dimitri, and this time I will share with you some of my reflections regarding a topic that concerns us all. As with all topics, I do not wish to give the impression of having the right answers, and I do not intend of being dogmatic, but to share my thoughts for the benefit of your own thoughts and reflections. Question: why does humans suffer? Answer: since I cannot recall someone teaching me how not to. My simple reply is, we don't know another way. Question: is it a matter of education? Answer: it is a matter of references, impulses, of habit, and the lack of alternatives. Question: how do you define suffering? Answer: the expression of not being satisfied. That is because the reality that one experiences does not seem to be compatible with one's needs, wishes, ideas, desires, situations, what sustains one's health, life, and existence. Question: what is the inspiration to your answers? Answer: I stumbled upon the words of the Buddha stating that not having what we wish, having what we don't wish, and the temporary nature of things, meaning losing what we have and enjoy, are the core reasons of suffering. Question: this statement indicates that the origin of suffering is our ego. Can you clarify the link between ego and suffering? Answer: fear and desire are the inspiration of the yes and no's of the I. As such, suffering is the result of experiencing a deviation from those programmed and accidental yes and no's. As long as we relate to the rest through our personal expectations, references, demands, and such, I doubt that we will ever experience true happiness. Question: can you shed some light regarding the programmed and accidental yes and no's? Answer: the unmistakable instinct for surviving indicates that this primal need is imprinted in the genes of all life forms. Based on that, anything appearing as a threat becomes the no, the tiger haunting us and making us run. This is our collective yes and no. In addition, society in all its forms are influencing and programming our beliefs and even needs, creating references. We decide our individual yes and no's according to those. As to what is accidental, I think it is our personal interpretation of those fundamental needs and conditions. Question: Would you say that suffering, or happiness for that matter, is governed by one's awareness regarding the condition influencing one's reaction? Answer: I'm convinced that the great political, economical, religious societies are not really interesting whether you or I live a happy life. Therefore, we are left alone to deal with the adversities that comes with the demands of living in those societies. And this gives birth to a huge industry of experts and products that, in the best case, deal with the symptoms rather than prevent them. Should I be brutally honest, I would say that suffering is good for business. Question: are you saying that the indifferent attitude of those power societies and their short-term investment for profit and power are responsible for the individual and furthermore for the suffering of our planet? Answer: ignorance and greed has unfortunately been the building stones upon which we have built the almighty economic civilization, even at the cost of our own happiness and the damaging of the beautiful garden we have inherited, the earth, our only home. Question: ignorance and greed, you say. How do those dangerous words apply in our day-to-day lives? Answer: being commanded by my ethics and morals, I will state that the value of a human has been reduced to that of what he spends, to the group he supports. Neither you nor I are appreciated out of our ethics or ideals. If we care, plant a tree, or shed a tear for the injustice we witness. In the shadow of that, many strives to escape through substitutes of happiness, in hope to find a sanctuary of bliss and peace. To me, this is the reason behind drug or alcohol addiction, to mention some. Question: how can you blame society when you have stated that suffering is a human condition? Answer: in the words of Jiddu Krishnamurti, to be religious is to be sensitive to reality. Even the subject isn't about religion. We can't close our eyes and not point at the conditions that are affecting our lives. Question: assuming that we cannot tear down whatever structure adds to the suffering state you portray, what is it we can do? What is it you can do as an individual to heal the wounds? Answer: we need to sacrifice our ego. We need to unify the strengths and qualities we possess. We need to recognize the cosmic miracle which gives life to all that is, and that we are part of as bypassing spirits. Join and enjoy.